Hi there, it's Hugo from Hightouch, and today I wanted to talk about our DBT observability layer, which exists to give you peace of mind when you're using DBT to model your data in Hightouch. Our DBT observability layer consists of Hightouch DBT exposure sync and our new feature, pull request checks for DBT repositories using GitHub. If I jump into Hightouch, you can see that I have a workspace set up with two syncs. Both of these syncs are using models that I have sourced from a DBT repository. If I go into my DBT docs, you can see that Hightouch DBT exposure sync has already created exposures where my DBT models are being used by my syncs. And to show that, if I view the documentation on this node and click View Exposure, it's going to take me directly to the place where my data is being used. Great. Now, exposures are fantastic if I want to show the lineage of my data and show where my most important models are being used to update my SaaS tools. However, DBT exposures will not stop me from making potentially breaking changes in my DBT repository. If I go into the Extensions tab, DBT Models, and I click my connected Snowflake source, I can now see the new GitHub pull request checks toggle. If I turn this on and click Save, Hightouch will begin checking my DBT pull requests on my connected repository. Here you can see the same models that were powering my syncs. If I go to this model, average daily emails, and I delete this model, I'm going to do this in a new branch, and I open a pull request, we'll see that Hightouch's DBT model checks have started. We're going to wait for these to start now. And great, we can now see that removing this model will fail this check as this model is being used by this sync. So if we go ahead and disable this sync in Hightouch, after disabling this sync, if I go back to my same DBT repository and try deleting that model again in a branch, and this would be the same if I make a new commit on the same branch, but for demonstration, I'm going to do it on a new branch here. We will see that the Hightouch DBT model checks will start again. And now, given that no syncs currently depend on that DBT model, we can see that our model checks pass. You can activate DBT pull request checks from your extension settings now. And if you have any questions, please do reach out as we are still developing this feature. In future, we aim to add DBT column level checks also.